Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium on the campus of Bucknell University. We're here tonight to do this football game between the Lewisburg Green Dragons and the Hughesville Spartans. I'm Carl Bauer to bring you this game along with Bob Hickox. Bob, these two teams, 2-2 for Hughesville, 1-3 for Lewisburg. They're trying to find their identity tonight.
Yeah, they sure are. Both teams come into tonight's game struggling a little bit. Hughesville had the opportunity to lose 2 games by 1 point each. So Lewisburg has got their work cut out for them against Hughesville tonight.
Hughesville and Lewisburg right after this.
This part of tonight's presentation is being brought to you by Robert E. Benyon, attorney at law, Standard Journal newspapers, Spangler Motors, Blue Heron Sporting Goods, Milton Trans, Petrol American Iron Skillet Restaurant, Trevorville National Bank, and Hawkins Chevrolet.
Looking for a good quality used vehicle? We have 4x4, sport utilities, pickup trucks, vans, and sedans with options and low mileage and warranties where available. Whether your vehicle is new or used, keep it running in top performance with B&H Motors Parts and Service Departments. Our service department will be glad to help you with your warranty work as needed, and of course any general maintenance of your new and used vehicle. And if the need arises, use our body shop with over 30 years of bodywork experience. B&H Motors, family owned and operated since 1936, Route 45, west of Lewisburg.
This semi-bezel set Adalink style demonstrates new century styling with the security and safety of a bezel setting. This setting shows the grandeur and beauty of each diamond, while at the same time, it blends the links into a scintillating string of diamonds while you build it to its breathtaking completion. Give your special person an inch of diamonds on those very special occasions at a very special price. Adalink, exclusively at...
Silver Moon Furniture at the Silver Moon Business Center, Lewisburg, is open 9 to 6 daily. Stop by and look over our large selection of furniture. Name brands such as Action Lane, Stratolounger, Memphis, England, Liberty, Florida, DMI, Penns Creek Solid Oak. Apply today for your Silver Moon Preferred Charge account to receive an additional 10% off. Silver Moon Furniture, located in the Silver Moon Business Center, Route 15, Lewisburg.
Come to Smeltz Chrysler Plymouth on the island between Sunbury and Northumberland for the best deals around. Now featuring the exhilarating all-new 2001 PT Cruiser. Combine class, style, and practicality into one vehicle and you get personal transportation. The PT Cruiser, command the road, cargo, space of a minivan, ride like a sedan, efficient and economical. From luxury to sport, family sedans to minivans, Smeltz has it all. For a great deal, remember that's...
Welcome back. We're at the Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium here at Bucknell. Lewisburg has played their home football games here, Bob, for as long as I can remember.
As long as I can remember.
The captains meeting in the center of the field for the Lewisburg Green Dragons. Number 6, Adam Navarro. Number 11, Brandon Cram. Number 3, Eric Wetzel. And number 60 for Lewisburg. Also on the field for the Hughesville Spartans,
Who are also green and white.
Also green and white. The Lewisburg Green Dragons are in the green tops, the green jerseys. Something a little bit different here tonight. If you're a fan of Lewisburg, you realize that Lewisburg is on the opposite side of the field from the way they usually are. They usually are on the opposite side here, facing the press box. Apparently, the new athletic director at Lewisburg thought that since Bucknell has a home stands on this side, that the athletic director figured it'd be a good idea to put the home stands for Lewisburg on this side also, on the press box side. So that's why we're here with Lewisburg instead of the visiting team. The captains for Hughesville are number 30, Kyle Robbins, number 35, Jason Dahl, number 55, Michael Walters, and number 62, Kyle Hoff. Once again, I'm Carl Bauer here to bring you this game. Bob Hickox will be doing color.
I'll be in living color tonight. That's good because I'm colorblind. I can't tell. Your officials for tonight's game? Kevin McNamara will be your referee. He is the tall guy out there with the white hat. You see him a lot and refereeing all kinds of sports. Larry French is the umpire. Dave Reiner is your linesman. Dave Moser is the line judge, and Chip Rarick is the back judge.
Going deep to accept this kickoff for Lewisburg. You noticed that that Hughesville won the toss, but they elected to kick off instead of to receive. Kicking off for the Hughesville Spartans is number 32, Aaron Wright. Deep for Lewisburg, number 2, David Ross. And number 23, Jose Blanchard. And Blanchard will be bringing the ball forward. You see the wall of blockers in front of him.
Man.
And he is smacked down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, the Lewisburg Green Dragons.
Boy, he got creamed. That was a middle return, and he just went right into the middle, and it wasn't happening.
The starting lineup for Lewisburg will include the following players. At tailback, number 2, David Ross. In numerical order, number 3, Eric Wetzel is the wide receiver. Adam Navarro, number 6, is the fullback. The quarterback, Dustin Hoffman, number 8. And you see Lewisburg setting up now in a power eye, both ends tight. Brandon Cram in the backfield, the leading blocker. And David Ross is on his way! And he is, oh my, a saving tackle by number 30, Kyle Robbins. David Ross breaks one early. A big, big gain for Lewisburg on the first play from scrimmage.
About a 30-yard run there as they just give him the ball. He takes off to the right-hand side and just scoots up. He had one guy to beat for Hughesville, and he could not beat him.
Number 30 on that tackle, Kyle Robbins, a touchdown saving tackle. Robbins is a cornerback. Same play, other side. David Ross, he's on his way again. My, oh my, following his blocking to perfection. He's down inside the 25 of Hughesville. Other starters for Lewisburg, number 17, Joel Bettner. One of the other running backs is Jose Blanchard. The right guard, Josh Saddison, number 50. Josh Fitzberger, number 54, is the left guard. Center, Randy Knoll. Lewisburg in a power eye, the same formation they've been running. If it's successful, why stop it? David Ross on the carry. This time doesn't swing it out quite so far, and the results are not the same. He runs into a host of Hughesville Spartans, led by number 20, John Shaner. The left tackle for Lewisburg is number 63, Greg Roskowensky. The right tackle, Robert Geiger, number 64. Lewisburg starting off here with a bang. I'm sure the confidence level is sky high in that Lewisburg Green Dragon huddle. A little bit different look now for Lewisburg. They split out, oh my, all over the place. Not one running back left in the backfield. Everybody split out wide. David Ross in motion. It's an option play, and number 8, Dustin Hoffman, decides to turn it up himself with very little success. It's 3rd down now.
So they try to make that an option on that, and I would think that if they give the ball to Ross, he's got 3 carries for 51 yards. I think you just keep giving it to him into the end zone.
The philosophy of a lot of coaches is I'm going to use a play to the other team stops it, and when you pick up the big yardage as David Ross has already, why stop that kind of action? Power eye. And David Ross again following Brandon Cram. He spins around, spins away from the tacklers, and he's down within striking distance of the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be real close. I believe where the spot is, he may be just about a foot shy.
And now about 5 yards, actually. Oh, there it is. They're moving the chains finally. You're right, about a yard shy. 4th down and 1. And I believe that Ira Keeperman, the coach of the Green Dragons, will decide to go for it. Apparently that is what he's doing with the power eye in the backfield, a split receiver to the left side. Now he's spreading the field all over the place. 3 wide receivers here to the right, and it's a sneak. And I believe it is going to be a 1st down.
You know, that even could have been, that was dangerously close to a procedure call there because he was going forward before the ball was even snapped. And Kevin McNamara says first down.
1st and 10, Green Dragons. They're at the 12-yard line. So there is the opportunity for a first down before a touchdown if the Green Dragons should get in there that close. Remember the Green Dragons driving. They're in the green jerseys, the Hughesville Spartans in the white jerseys. The up man, number 6, Adam Navarro with the carry. And at the bottom of the pile for Hughesville, number 55, Michael Walters. A gain of 3 yards at 2nd down 7.
Simple handoff right up the middle on that one. But Lewisburg looks like they want to spread the field out a little bit, and they put receivers everywhere, and sometimes it makes the quarterback, Huffman, naked back there, but now they go out of the eye.
Power I formation, power to the right side, tight end to the right side. In motion, Brandon Cram moving to the left. That's the way the play goes. Oh, my, what a stick on that tackle. Number 55 again on the tackle.
He may have gained a yard on that one, but we do have somebody down for Hughesville. I'm not sure if that's, I thought I saw a 3 on his uniform, but I'm not exactly sure.
Number 55, Michael Walters on that tackle. David Ross picked up a yard or so and then was absolutely stuck. It's 3rd down 7. There is an injured player on the play. It's somebody in a white jersey, so that's a Hughesville Spartan.
So Lewisburg comes out and does nothing fancy. They run out of that eye to the left and to the right, and I think that they should probably stick with that because it seems to have been successful to them. That time they put Cram. He was power eye on the right side, and he just kind of skips back there. He leads the block, but Ross chose not to go behind him but tried to go to the outside. And he was doing all right to that last second, and then he just got crunched.
If you're scouting Lewisburg, you're looking for Brandon Cram to be leading the blocking. So I imagine coaches are telling their linebackers, follow that number 11. Wherever he goes, you go.
Yeah, because Brandon Cram is only 6'2", 215 pounds, and he's a back. They've got linemen that are not that big. And it looks like it's going to be a leg or an ankle or a knee there, but they've called a couple other coaches, and I guess Keeperman goes out there and checks on. I think Lewisburg's doc went out, or their trainer went out.
He's back up and walking off,
Number
fortunately.
50. Tony Kessler. He's
Number
a junior.
50. Tony Kessler is 6 feet 208, a lineman. And I believe you're right, Bob. Apparently he has injured his ankle or something on his leg. At any rate, we're back to action. Power I with the tight end on the left side. Dustin Hoffman back to pass.
Oh my! And they're going to call pass interference on that?
Oh, boy.
I don't think so.
That is a tough call.
I think that is a great play.
Ryan Miller, number 41, the tackler, on the play. He is also called for the pass interference.
I don't know. I thought that was good defense.
It was a stick. There's no question about that.
Cram never seen him coming either. By the time Cram turned around to get the ball, Carl.
Pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
1st and goal from the 5 now for Lewisburg. Power I with a wide receiver to the left side.
Looks like a blitz coming.
And David Ross on the carry. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. In on that tackle, number 20, John Shaner for Hughesville. Barely made it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal from the 5.
I tell you, the more I think about that in my head there, Carl, I mean, we don't have the ability to have instant replay. I'm thinking that was a good defensive play.
Sure seemed like it. It's 2nd and goal now from the 5. Wide receiver to the left side. Power I backfield. Dustin Hoffman carries the ball himself, and he is knocked down at about the 3. Number 27, the leading tackler for Hughesville, Travis Ruane. It's 3rd and goal now from the 3.
I'll tell you, not a whole lot of people here tonight at Christy Mathewson as Cram comes out for Lewisburg. Beautiful night here for football.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this formation, Bob. Holy cow.
Talk about spreading everybody. Then they bring Navarro back, and now they split him out.
No backs remaining in the backfield. There are 5 wide receivers out, and there's a penalty flag on the play. I think that's probably going to be not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Be a procedure for sure, I believe. Huffman, too, was knocking his head. He was dipping his head a little bit, too.
Illegal procedure against Lewisburg. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd and goal now from the...
Dead ball foul. False start on the offense.
From the 8-yard line.
3rd down, goal from the...
This is a tremendous opportunity for Lewisburg. They have had an offensive surge. They want certainly to take advantage of it. And you see the formation again. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And
he's in trouble.
There is a blitz. The pass is away to David Ross, and he is
into the end zone
for the score. Oh my! That was exciting.
He just fought and fought and fought.
6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining, first quarter, and Lewisburg has drawn first blood. David Ross worked for every yard on that. He followed his blocking to perfection during the drive, but he's the one who did the bulk of the ball carrying, and he caught the touchdown pass. The extra point will be attempted by number 12 for Lewisburg. And I'm sorry to tell you his name is not in the program. We'll find out what his name is. The kick is good. Setting that ball down for him is Dustin Hoffman, the quarterback, number 8. And Lewisburg goes up now by the score of 7-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
The artist, the legend, and now the collection. As an artist, he has poured his heart, passion, and soul into creating priceless sculptures and paintings. They have become the inspiration behind exceptional jewelry designs. October 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on ValueVision, we bring you the return of the Lady of Crete pendant and the rest of this rare collection of wearable art, only on the ValueVision network.
It is not how much money you have that matters. It's how you manage it that counts.
Managing your money well makes your life better. I'm Barbara Hafer, Pennsylvania State Treasurer, urging you to attend the Every Woman's Money Conference featuring special guest Beverly Sills on Saturday, November 4th at Marywood College in Scranton.
I feel empowered because I've learned a lot of information about money, investments, and things that I didn't know.
We're back here at Lewisburg after the touchdown. It'll go into the books as a touchdown pass. It was a little flare out to the left side, caught by David Ross, and he drove into the end zone from 5 yards out. That kick is going to be out of bounds. That'll be a procedure penalty. Lewisburg will have some options here.
Hughesville.
Hughesville has some options.
Take it where it went out. I don't think so.
Number 1.
On the 35.
Number 2.
Probably. Or make him kick it again.
3. I would take it on the 35 if I were coaching.
I think that's what they're doing.
That's the wise choice. Why is that a wise choice, Bob?
Because what happens if he blows it the next time they fumble or something on the next kickoff?
That's a good field position, 35-yard line. A lot of kickoffs don't come out that far.
Well, he had the tee down to the 35, so that's why they wanted to spot it. Just kidding.
1st and 10, the Hughesville Spartans will give you their starting lineup shortly. They look like a mirror image of Lewisburg with all the motion they have. Oh,
Holy
boy.
smokes.
Oh, boy. It's going to be one of those games. Oh, my!
Ryan Miller still on his feet.
Brought down by number 2, David Ross. Ross says, oh, no. Oh, no, you're not going to do what I did.
25-yard run.
Number 41 in that carry, Ryan Miller. Also in numerical order, the starting lineup for Hughesville. Number 5, the running back is Donnie Whitford. Split end, number 10, Matt McCormick. The quarterback, number 19, Matt Schmidt. The fullback, number 32, Aaron Wright. The tight end, number 35, Jason Dahl. Running back, number 41, Ryan Miller. You just saw what he could do in the very first play from scrimmage. It's 1st and 10, Hughesville. Number 5 now on the carry. That would be Donnie Whitford. Whitford for a big gain, probably 5 yards. The guards are number 55, Michael Walters, number 62, Kyle Hoff. The center, number 56, Vincent Hausnick. And the tackles, number 69, Brian McClintock, and number 78, Chuck Beach.
Looks like these guys are going to just run.
Both teams.
Both teams.
Which means time is going to go by very fast, so you had better make the most of your opportunities. The tight end moving over to the right side of the formation. Split backs in the backfield. And the ball carrier is number 32, Aaron Wright.
He's still on his feet.
Aaron Wright knocked out of bounds, not before a big first down for Hughesville. Bob, this is going to be one of those games when you just wonder who is going to have the ball last, because that team is probably going to win the game.
Who is that carry?
Number 32, Aaron Wright.
12 yards on that and the first down.
1st and 10 now for the Hughesville Spartans. Their formation, split backs, wide receivers right, wide receivers left. Now we have a flanker and a tight end on the left side of the formation. And the left side of the formation is where the play comes. Number 41 on that carry is Ryan Miller. Bob, this game's going to be fun because we're going to be up and down the field the whole game.
8 yards on that carry for Miller. He's 2 for 33.
What an average. He's saying to himself, hey, I don't want to run the ball anymore. I like my average.
Give me the ball.
2nd down and 2. The ball inside the 15-yard line of the Lewisburg Green Dragons. Hughesville moving in. Split backs. Wide receiver right, flanker left. Miller again on the carry. He's going to be very close to the first down if he does not have it.
I think the way they have it spotted, he should get the first down.
1st and 10, Hughesville from the 11. It looks to be inside the 11-yard line. 1st and goal. Now on the 12. 1st and goal from the 12. 1st and 10 from the 12. They can make a first down before making the goal.
They split McClintock all the way out to the side, to the right side, left
Very
side.
strongly loaded to the left side of the formation, and that's where the play has to come. Oh, it's a reverse. Number 5 on the ball, on the carry.
And he's still on his feet.
That would be Donnie Whitford. Everything was overloaded to the left side to make Hughesville think defensive right, and then the counter play came back toward the right side of the offense, the left side of the defense, a counter play, and it picked up big yardage at 2nd down 4.
Great call there by Hughesville. As you can see that really develop up here, but they overloaded the side. They send number 41 Miller in motion to the left, and then they just bring it right back to Whitfield to the right.
Hughesville with split backs, wide receiver right, flanker left.
Up the gut.
And Miller in for the touchdown. Ryan Miller, number 41, in for the Hughesville touchdown from about the 5-yard line. Now the all-important extra point. Hear people saying on TV, it's almost automatic. Well, the almost part of it is the tough part. There's nothing automatic because we don't have professional athletes here. These are kids. Number 44 on the kick. For Hughesville, the kick is up.
Wow.
And it's good. 2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. First quarter, we're tied at 7. Don't go away. You'll miss something. We'll be right back.
Election 2000 on PCN. The presidential campaigns are focused on winning Pennsylvania. Governor Tom Ridge is a possible vice presidential choice. Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate seat and House races are being targeted nationally. The state row offices of Attorney General, Auditor General, and Treasurer will be decided in November. PCN follows the candidates through your town. Election 2000 on PCN, Pennsylvania's campaign network.
I'm talking about millions in Kuwaiti bullion.
You mean them little cubes you put in hot water to make soup?
No, not the little cubes you put in hot water to make soup.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah.
Going fast, hit him with the blinding power of American sunshine.
Stay back. God bless America. God bless the free
We're back here at the stadium at Bucknell University.
What's the name of that stadium?
Name of the stadium is the Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. Kicking off, number 32, Aaron Wright. He wastes no time, gets that ball way down there to the 10. And it is
Blanchard.
Brought up by Jose Blanchard.
He's
still on his feet. Now he's knocked down. You know, it's one thing to give somebody the chance to make some extra yardage, but when kids are coming in there and continue to pound away, the referee should blow the whistle and say, hold it, you stopped this progress, we're done.
Yeah,
back off.
I think that's probably one of the most dangerous things that happens, because you got your feet and you're still driving because you still want to go, and then all of a sudden somebody's got you stood up, and then somebody comes in there and pops you.
David Ross, number 2, the remaining back in the backfield. Everybody else split out. Now Ross is on the move. The pass is away. Oh, that was a lateral. But that's all right because he caught it. If he doesn't catch that pass, he had better get on it because it is a live ball. David Ross on the reception. And he picks up, let's call it 4 yards at 2nd down 6.
Boy, they don't like anybody in the backfield there at Lewisburg, do they?
They don't. They like to spread the field, as the saying goes.
If you're a lineman, buddy, you better be holding.
That's what they're doing now. They're spreading the field. Oh, my. Oh, my. Motion, motion, motion. These kinds of plays are fine, but you better make the play come off at the right count. Otherwise,
dead ball foul.
You just drive your coaches crazy.
On the offense. 2nd down.
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin McNamara, our referee. It's 2nd down now and 13.
No need to hurt yourself with goofy penalties like that.
No.
And there,
wide receivers all over the lot.
Five receivers.
Brandon Cram in motion. The pass is away, and it's, oh boy. Good attempt by number 2, David Ross, just a little bit too tall for him, as number 8, quarterback Dustin Hoffman overthrew his receiver.
Well-designed play, and Ross was open. However, Hoffman just overthrew him.
If he had caught that, Bob, it would have been off to the races.
Would have been a real good opportunity for a touchdown. I really like doing games here at Bucknell because they have, like, numbers on the field, hash marks. You can see everything.
You can see so well from up here. It's really a great view. We hope you at home are enjoying this game. We're enjoying bringing it to you.
Quarterback
Dustin Hoffman goes nowhere. He is smacked down to the turf by number 32, Aaron Wright, for the Hughesville Spartans. Short gain on the play. It is 4th down now for Lewisburg.
No, he didn't gain at all. He went backwards by about 2. Yeah, he just got hammered right there. Design play, I mean, and you are back there and you are just naked, and that'll bring up Cram to punt.
Travis Ruane, number 27 for the Hughesville Spartans, is deep. Also dropping back, number 20, John Shaner. And Cram's punt is high, but not very long. And it goes out of bounds at the Lewisburg 48-yard line. Hughesville will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 from there. Bob, that was a nice high punt, but it just didn't get much yardage.
Kind of went off the side of Cram's foot there.
About 19 yards as I figure it.
You doing a little cipher in there?
Yeah. Had all my fingers going. 1st and 10, Hughesville. They come up over the football. In the person of center, number 56, Vincent Hausneck.
Oh, yeah, I like the motion.
Split backs in the backfield, and number 5 on the carry is Donnie Whitford.
Just tripped up. He'll lose a yard.
It's 2nd down now and 11. The ball just on the Lewisburg side of the 50.
One thing that all the motion does is it's flip-flopping number 64, Robert Geiger, from one side to the other. He is well-traveled on that defensive line. He's the defensive end. He's on the left-hand side. See, they send the man in motion. He flips to the other side.
Jason Dahl, number 35, the tight end, goes from one side of the formation to the other, obviously depending upon the play call. And that tackle made by number 60 for Lewisburg, that would be Jim Long.
Shaner gets one on it, as both squads here struggling on this second series that they've had.
Well, you know, it was so easy the first time around that probably the offense has said this is going to be a piece of cake, and they're not working quite as hard on the second series. Plus, there's some defensive adjustments. As the first period comes to an end, that's the end of the first quarter. Our score is tied at 7. We'll be back to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium for further action after this.
Our biggest and toughest ATVs are bigger and tougher than ever this year. A new and improved torque converter design smooths out power delivery over a wider operating range, proving best what Kawasaki is known for, rugged dependability. More horses have been added for quicker acceleration, as has a carburetor heater for smooth operation when the weather gets cold and nasty. Kawasaki's Prairie ATVs, conceived, built, and now fine-tuned for enthusiasts just like you. Come visit us at Kurt's Kawasaki, 3 miles east of Allenwood.
Pam's Bakery has the best homemade cookies around. A full-line eat-in bakery offering pies, pastries, cookies, donuts, bread rolls, and bagels. Visit each day for specials from sticky buns to shoe-fly pie. Sit and enjoy a cup of Maxwell House coffee and try one of our specialty syrups. Pam specializes in beautifully decorated wedding cakes with fountains and stairways to brighten that special day. Pam's Bakery and Coffee Shop now at 2 locations, 54 Broadway Milton and Route 15 Allenwood.
For the freshest meats in all of Northumberland County, there's no other place but Mertz Meats. Our meat is processed here on site. Sausage is stuffed. Pork chops are smoked in our own smokehouse. Beef is cut, wrapped, and frozen in quarters and halves. Delicious meats start here first. Mertz Meats, Route 147 in Northumberland. The freshest meat in all of Northumberland County.
Bill Marks Auto Sales, located on Route 15 just north of Lewisburg, has a great selection of quality, late model, low mileage, and pre-owned vehicles. All exceed Bill Marks' high quality before they're sold. Stop by and browse the lot. You'll find the prices clearly marked on the windshield. On-the-spot financing is available for qualified buyers, and most vehicles come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. At Bill Marks, count on superior service before and after the sale. Bill Marks Auto Sales, down-to-earth deals, down-to-earth prices from down-to-earth people.
Welcome back. This is the beginning of the second quarter. We're tied at 7 points apiece. The Hughesville Spartans have control of the football right now in Lewisburg territory, but barely at the 49. It's 3rd down and 11. Hughesville with motion to the left side of the formation. And Schmidt is back to pass, number 19. Passes the ball away, and it is incomplete.
Wow.
Incomplete. We didn't know until the referee signaled. The pass incomplete, intended for number 10, Matt McClintock. It is 4th down for Hughesville. Going deep to accept the punt, number 2, David Ross. And number 23, Jose Blanchard. Oh, Blanchard coming back up. Must be a punt block. Punt block. The word has gone out. Punt block, and here they come.
He drops it. Oh,
he
my
still got
gosh.
it away.
What a great punt.
Out of bounds inside the 20. David Ross not able to handle that ball, but I don't know how he got that punt away.
He short-hopped it.
Yeah.
He short-hopped it, and they had 10 guys coming, Carl, and he still got a great punt and puts Lewisburg back all the way to their 16-yard line. Holy smokes.
Kept his cool and was able to get that punt away. Lewisburg football from their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10. One remaining back, David Ross, number 2. Everybody else split out.
He'll be gone soon.
For a country mile.
Oh, he stays
David Ross on the carry, and he is brought down.
See, that's the bad thing about that, Carl, is you don't have a lead blocker to go up for you. So you better hope that your, procedure against Lewisburg, so they're going the other way.
Number 55, Michael Walters, in on that tackle for Hughesville. They might just take the play. No, they're going to take a penalty.
Because it would have brought up a 2nd and 10
right.
or 1st and 15.
Gives you an extra down. If your defense, you're giving away the extra down, but that's why those coaches get the big bucks to make those kinds of decisions.
I'm like you. I think at that one I'd have to decline it.
It's 1st and 15 for Lewisburg.
That's 3 procedure penalties for Lewisburg tonight.
These are interesting formations anyway.
But you better hope. What they're doing is that when they split and Lewisburg calls a timeout.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
What Lewisburg's trying to do is they try to split your cornerbacks and your linebackers out, and hopefully that will leave a little bit of an opening in the middle for your linemen to push your defensive lineman out of there, because you don't have anybody to pick up a linebacker. You're just on your own.
Your point is well made about not having any blockers, though. If you have no blockers, you're hoping that your lineman can clear things away, and if you have a particularly tough linebacker, he makes cannon fodder out of you.
Well, yeah, if your middle linebacker staying home, you don't have a blocking back to pick up that individual, but hopefully your corners and maybe your defensive ends are spread out a little bit more because you have so many receivers. Your safeties are going out to the sides. So that takes them guys out of the plays. But if your middle linebacker, or depending on how you have your linebacking package in there, if they're staying home, you got a hat on the front line, and like you said, you're fodder. You're a little bit fodder back.
Oh, my. Okay, here we go. No backs in the backfield. Everybody coming in tight. Wide receivers to the right side, 3 of them. Flanker here to the left. Oh, my. Nice block by David Ross. And Dustin Hoffman runs for the first down. Very nice run by Dustin Hoffman. Finally brought down by number 30, Kyle Robbins for Hughesville.
So they make a slashing play there as Huffman able to go as Carl checks for the cigar.
1st and 10, Lewisburg.
But you see your linebacker, Michael Walters, he's a 6'1", 196-pound middle linebacker. He's a senior, and he stays home. And they just shift that defensive front around. Huffman still has the ball. Oh! And he gets stood up there by Walters.
Walters, number 55, looked Dustin Hoffman right in the face mask.
Put a hat right on him.
I think what Hughesville did was shift down half a man so the defensive linemen were in the gaps. That allowed them to get through there then. Gain of 1 at 2nd down and 9. Brandon Cram coming back into the game as Jose Blanchard comes trotting out.
I tell you, one thing you have to really be sure of as an offensive lineman up there is who do you got and which way you're taking him, which hole is he going, and if they split the holes, there you have 3 linemen and 2 defensive ends standing up. Huffman goes back to pass. He's
Brandon
got Cram
on the reception. Cram brought down near midfield by number 10 for Hughesville, Matt McClintock. Apparently, there is another penalty on the play.
Oh, my. Holding. Lewisburg killing themselves with these penalties.
That was a nice gain, too. That was 25 yards.
It was 20 yards. And let me erase that one from my book.
That's the worst part of it.
I'll tell you, completed pass. Holy smokes.
Nice gain, 20 yards, wiped out by the holding penalty. Not only that, but there's an additional 10 yards subtracted. It's second down and 20 now for Lewisburg.
That hurts.
It sure does. No backs in the backfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers split out.
Holding.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
You know what I'm thinking, Carl?
What do you think, Bob?
Hughesville needs to start blitzing their linebackers.
Sure.
They may get burned, but they may come up with a big play.
Well, I'm sure the defensive coach is in the press box, and there comes the blitz. David Ross on the reception. I'm sure the defensive coaches up here in the press box are looking down there, and they're counting up numbers to make sure that Hughesville has somebody in all those receivers. But then, if they make that count and they find out they have cornerbacks and safeties watching the receivers, then you blitz your linebackers.
And you may want to take a chance and leave one of your men somewhat uncovered and let your cornerback kind of drift over towards the middle in case something gets loose, and then turn those linebackers free and just let them come hard.
Power I formation for Lewisburg. David Ross on the quick pitch.
He's free.
Nearly lost that football. But he gets the first down. He's brought down by Travis Ruane, number 27. And another Hughesville player limping off the field. That's number 20, John Shaner. Shaner replaced by number 26, Mike Creasy. It's 1st and 10 now for Lewisburg. The ball on the 42-yard line. The Lewisburg Green Dragon 42-yard line. And Lewisburg in a power I formation. Now splitting out in that very strange looking
procedure there. That's going to be delay of the game.
Delay of game, yeah, I think that's right. It's 5-yard penalty. That kind of strange looking formation with no backs in the backfield. We're just not used to that in this area. We have more running attacks than passing looks.
5 penalties for 30 yards so far.
Wow.
For Lewisburg.
Wide receivers all over. 2 to the left side of the formation, 3 to the right side. And now here's the option play. David Ross on the carry.
Nice move right there to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he is smacked down there by number 35, Jason Dahl.
Put a nice move on the cornerback coming up to make that play and able to get about a 6-7 yard gain on that.
It's second down now and 9.
That play kind of telegraphed when they send that man in motion deep. You're thinking, now they've run that before, but I think Huffman's got crunched on it.
Well, I think we need to keep our eye on that, though, because sooner or later Huffman's going to pull up and throw a pass out of that same look. Huffman decides to run instead of passing the ball, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 50. Number 55 in on that tackle again, Michael Walters, who is playing an outstanding game for Hughesville to this point. He certainly is plugging up the holes in the middle. The ball just on the midfield stripe, 3rd down and 1.
I have Huffman for 8 carries and 26 yards as the quarterback.
Even subtracting the yardage for the sacks that he's taken.
Oh, I don't do that.
Oh, okay. I wonder because he's been trapped a couple of times back behind the line of scrimmage. And there's Cram again in motion. David Ross following him. He's got the first down and he's in Hughesville territory. 1st and 10, Green Dragons.
Yeah, if he gets sacked, I didn't take that off, but if he ran and he lost yardage, I took that off.
1st and 10, the ball on the 43-yard line of Hughesville.
10 carries, 76 yards for Ross so far.
Wow. He's on his way to a big night.
Well, he had 3 carries for 51 at the very beginning of the game.
Power I formation, backfield, wide receiver to the right side. Tight end here also on the right side, excuse me. And there's the pitch back to David Ross. David Ross is knocked down near first down territory once more. Jason Dahl, number 35, the tackler for Hughesville.
Let's see, they're going to give him a first down on that. That's 7 first downs tonight for the Green Dragons. Huffman 3 for 5 unofficially.
1st and 10, the ball now on the 33-yard line, the Hughesville 33-yard line, with Lewisburg in possession.
Lewisburg just chewing up this clock in possession.
The running game always does that because the clock never stops. Inside handoff, Brandon Cram on the carry, and he's dragging Hughesville Spartans with him.
Give him about 12 on that one.
But now he's not getting up.
That's his first carry of the game.
Yeah. Brandon's getting up, walking back to the huddle. 1st and 10. The ball now inside the 20-yard line at the 19.
Huffman almost missed that handoff, it looked like. I think Cram was in the hole, and Huffman was a little bit farther away, farther away, it's easy for me to say, than he probably would have liked to be, and he just poked his hand out there, and Cram able to get it.
Inside handoffs are always a little bit tricky. That's the way they're meant to be because they're a deceptive kind of play. Number 6 on the carry, Adam Navarro, picks up 3 yards. It's 2nd down, 7. Jason Dahl in on that tackle, along with number 32, Aaron Wright.
2nd down, 7. Eric Wetzel comes in. Out goes Donegan. In comes Huffman with the play.
Lewisburg again in a power I with 1 wide receiver to the right side. The tight end on the left. The pass is away and it's incomplete.
Under big pressure there. Huffman really didn't have a chance on that. He had 2 guys coming in from the right-hand side, and he just did everything he could to get that ball away.
Michael Walters and Aaron Wright dogging him, forcing that pass to come a little bit too early, and Wetzel not able to handle it.
That Wright, he is a junior 5'11", 180-pound linebacker, and he's been in there plugging some holes with 5:02 left to go here in the first half. Tied at 7 apiece.
Lewisburg with their, let's call it the wide receiver set. Huffman back to pass. Passes away.
That's off the ground. But that may have been a lateral behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know. It looked like it bounced off the ground.
Yeah, it surely did. Referees didn't see it that way, as number 23, Jose Blanchard, giving credit for that reception.
That's a loss of 7?
Yeah.
So are we calling that a pass or what?
Yeah. I guess that's what, I don't know what else you'd call it. It looks like we're going to have an attempted field goal. It'd be a 45-yard attempt. A 45-yard field goal attempt.
And we still don't know who number 12 is. Sorry. And it's
the kick is up.
It is.
And
good.
it's good.
No good.
Oh, it's no good.
How can that?
Holy, it must have been underneath the crossbar because it looked like it was dead on. That was close enough for Ira Keeperman to try that play again because it was very, very close. 45 yards. My, oh, my.
That's got to be a soccer player.
I've seen quite a few field goals attempted lately in this early season. And it seems like every team has a kicker that can kick those big 35, 40, 45-yard field goals. Danville has a guy named Adam Brua. Do you know him? He's a soccer player. He is an outstanding kicker. He had a 45 and a 35 last night in the game that Danville played against Jersey Shore.
And you know what the good thing about it is? If the ball's on the 35-yard line, you still gain 15 yards on it. It goes back to the 20.
Yeah,
it's not like it's
20.
It's not like it's in pro where it's set, where you kick at it. It's back to the 20.
That's the way it is in colleges now, too. For that very reason,
because you don't want to kick a 50-yard field goal and the other guys get it on the 20.
the strategy was being used that you just try a field goal no matter how deep you were in your own territory, because the ball went to the 20.
Right.
A missed field goal means the other team gets the ball in the 20. That's the way the rule used to read. There was a gain of about 3 yards on that last play. It's 2nd down and 7.
Miller up the middle.
Ryan Miller, number 41 on that carry. Inside handoff, that same play that Lewisburg tried with Cram. It's Miller once again carrying the ball. He picked up a few. It's 3rd down now, 3rd down and 5 for Hughesville. And this first half is really moving along. We have 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first half, and it seems like we just started.
I know stats aren't exactly my big thing here, and sometimes I miss some things. But I have Hughesville down for 2 first downs. That's it.
Well,
and they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they have a timeout called here. Let's refigure here. They must have had at least that many in
on that first drive. Because the one was a huge run.
Yeah. But maybe those are the only 2 they had.
That's what I'm thinking, because they stalled out their second series. So you got 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. You're tied 7-7. I mean, you burn them up in that first series, and you drive all the way down for a touchdown. Then the second time you get the ball, you go 3 and out. And now here, you're 3rd and 5. I think you got to convert here to just keep the ball moving.
Well, with Hughesville, it's been a tightening up of the defense by Lewisburg. With Lewisburg, it's been a case of too many penalties.
Hughesville has 1 penalty for 10 yards, and Lewisburg still has 5 for 30. And they've come at bad times, too.
Yeah. That big gainer up there on the pass, that was one that really hurt them. Schmidt back to pass. The pass is away.
Should have let that one go.
Complete to number 5, Donnie Whitford, for a loss.
Should have let that one go. I don't know if it was a little swing pass action going on out there to the left-hand side.
But we have an injury coming off the field here. Number 14, Phil Donegan.
He's hanging that arm.
Yeah.
Indicative of a shoulder.
Referees called the timeout to allow him the opportunity to get off the field. It's 4th down. Going deep to receive the punt is David Ross. Remember the last time Lewisburg very nearly blocked the punt, and they're coming again. Again, the kick is away. David Ross tracks it down, and he lets it roll dead at the 30. So, Aaron Wright, number 32, punts a very nice punt down to the Lewisburg 30-yard line. Lewisburg will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 from there. They have 2 minutes and 21 seconds to try to work some magic. And they could very well, with David Ross back there, able to break it at any second with the passing formation that Lewisburg is employing. That could break loose at any second for a long gain.
However, they did get most of their yardage on that second series there by running out of the eye.
The power eye really worked, that's right. David Ross carrying and Brandon Cram blocking for him. Huffman back to pass. The pass is out to David Ross. Ross brought down by number 35, Jason Dahl. Now again,
big 1 yard gain.
Those passes are laterals. So if Ross doesn't catch the ball, it's a live ball. That's really dangerous. Look where they are.
Boy, yeah, you definitely don't want something going wrong on your own 30-yard line.
It would be wise if Dustin Hoffman would allow David Ross to at least get even with him on the field so he could throw the ball forward instead of the lateral. Hoffman back to pass. Passes away, and it's complete to Jose Blanchard.
This one's
Blanchard uses his block very well. Oh, my.
This
a saving tackle by number 55, Michael Walters, or Blanchard was gone.
That was a 40-yard pass play. Let's see what happens here. It may be against the other guys.
They're talking to Lewisburg, which would indicate a penalty against Hughesville.
Oh, my word. Look at that,
boy,
Carl.
Oh boy.
That is the 5th procedure penalty, and it wipes out a 40-yard gain. Right before that play even developed, the side judge threw the penalty.
I'm thinking
it's got to be something with
the alignment.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking it is. Possibly one of those receivers.
Illegal procedure on the offense, 6 men on the line.
So there you go.
Not enough men on the line. Yep. One of the receivers needs to step up to cover up the tackle so that there are enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, talk about a thorn in your side. It's the penalties. Wipes out a 40-yard gain.
Wide receivers to both sides, 2 each. David Ross now goes in motion toward the right side.
Sneak.
And Dustin Hoffman springs it loose. Picks up big yardage. He's brought down by number 55 for Hughesville, Michael Walters. We don't keep stats on tackles, but I'll bet Michael Walters has a ton of them by now.
He's doing a good job in there in the middle.
It's 3rd down and about 3 yards for a first down.
Are you sure you're not smoking that cigar?
Somebody is, and it's making me a little nauseous.
Man. And a timeout has been called by, who was that, Hughesville?
No, Lewisburg called it.
With 59 seconds to go, give me that bucket of water.
I believe that Lewisburg is setting up something to pick up a first down here to keep this drive going.
That looks like Todd Tilford out there in the Lewisburg huddle. He must be the offensive coach. One of the things, too, you can come up with all these great plays, and you may fool the defense, but if you fool the official, too, then what good does it do you? Because sometimes you can fool the official. 3rd and, 2?
3rd down and 2 or 3. 1 remaining back, and it is Brandon Cram, and he has the football, and he goes
backwards.
Nowhere.
I tell you, he's going to lose maybe 1 on that one, but that was ugly right from the get-go.
Number 62 on that tackle is Kyle Hoff. There's a loss on the play. It is 4th down.
That would have been one of those perfect opportunities to armchair quarterback and say, okay, spread the field and send Huffman right up the middle like he just did before. You only got to get a couple, 2-3 yards. Cram's coming out of the game.
Travis Ruane, number 27,
okay,
going deep, but...
what are they doing here? Cram is going to punt.
Cram is the punter.
He may take a penalty. They may take a delay of the game.
He's taking a timeout just in time to save a delay of game with 12 seconds remaining. That was a smart move.
To just wipe all the time off the clock.
Yep, take every second away that you can. And I think Cram is feeling the effects of that last tackle.
Oh, yeah, he really got popped. He had a smack laid down on him.
Well, he's a straight-up runner, And when he was hit face-to-face. It got his attention, that's for sure.
You take a look at that Lewisburg offensive team out there, and you can pick out Cram right there, number 11. He's got to be the biggest guy on that team.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that maybe not has hurt Lewisburg, but has handcuffed them over the last few years. As long as we've been doing this, is Lewisburg's never really had size. Big guys in there. They've never had Danville-type size. Or Milton's got some great size on their squad, too. I don't think Lewisburg's really had that, but Cram is back to give this one a whirl.
Cram back to punt. There's a penalty flag.
Now what? Is that another procedure?
Look at that punt.
That's going into the...
No, it's going to take a great Lewisburg bounce.
I said it was going to go inside the 10.
Oh, did you? However, there is a penalty flag.
That baby's coming back.
Illegal procedure.
You're kidding me.
Against Lewisburg. Hughesville thinks the period is over.
Just can't end on a penalty.
No, can't end on a defensive penalty. Can end on an offensive penalty, though.
But they'll
it is over.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. Decline. The half is over.
That's the end of the first half. We're tied at 7. go get yourself a couple of cookies, maybe some milk, and then come back and watch the second half kickoff. We'll be back right after these messages.
This part of tonight's presentation is being brought to you by B&H Motors, Better's Jewelers, Route 15 Flea Market, Smelt's Auto Sales, Kurtz Kawasaki, Pam's Bakery, Mertz Meats, and Bill Mark's Auto Sales.
The law firm of Robert E. Benyon, located at 205 Broadway in Milton, handles the general practice of law, including divorce and domestic matters, wills and estates, real estate and mortgages, business formation and bankruptcy, and Social Security disability. For your consultation, call 742-9677.
Standard Journal Newspapers is dedicated to bringing your local news and sports. Our news team is prepared to provide you, our reader, with current, up-to-date news on topics that interest you. With a motivated sales staff and creative graphic artists, our newspaper is keeping up to date with the latest technology, which makes Standard Journal newspapers great to look at and great to read. The production department is well prepared to make sure your local news comes off the press on time, bringing you your local news and sports on a daily basis. Standard Journal Newspapers, 110 years of serving the community with local news.
Since 1955, Spangler Motors has provided the area with quality sales and service of Ford and Mercury vehicles. We are a family-owned dealership that has built a reputation for honesty and integrity. We offer the full line of Ford and Mercury, including cars, trucks, minivans, and sport utilities. Our philosophy is to deal fairly and honestly with you, our customer, and provide the best service possible for as long as you own your vehicle. By providing superior sales and service, we hope to remain your Ford and Mercury leader well into the next century. Spangler Motors, Route 405, Milton.
Your local sporting goods store in Milton is ready for the fall hunting season. Hit the woods in camouflage clothing, caps, face masks, and jackets. Get to your special spot with one of our tree stands from Summit, API Outdoor, and Loggy Bayou, and some of the best names in game calls like Top Call, Boyers, and Buck Gardner. Whether it's ammunition or muzzleloading accessories, from archery to decoys, we have the supplies to keep the avid hunter equipped. Right here at Blue Heron Sports Incorporated, Route 405 South in Milton.
We're back here at the Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium at Bucknell University. Our score between Hughesville and Lewisburg is tied at 7 points each. And here is how they got that way. Halftime stats, Bob Hickox.
Lewisburg had 9 first downs. Hughesville had 3. Rushing yardage, Lewisburg had 140 yards rushing to Hughesville's 61. Hughesville must have got those 61 yards all in that first drive.
They must have.
They haven't done diddly since.
No, they really haven't.
Passing, Lewisburg was 5 for 8 for 22 yards, and Hughesville was 1 for 2 for a -3 yards. So your total yardage for Lewisburg, 166 yards. For Hughesville, 58 yards. Here's the stat that I think sticks out the most. 7 penalties for 40 yards for Lewisburg, and they've had big plays wiped out by 5-yard procedure penalties.
Well, they've been momentum breakers. There's no question about that. And I'm looking across the field here, Bob. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm looking across the field, and I think I see why Hughesville has had a problem moving the ball. Their starting center, number 56, Vince Hausneck, is limping like mad. I don't think he's been in the game very much.
That may have something to do with it. And I was able to talk to some of the people here at Lewisburg, and they say that Brandon Cram still is not at 100%, and that's why he's been used somewhat sparingly.
Well, you can see that. You can see that in his play. Just isn't his forceful self that we remember from last year. Okay, go ahead.
It's been relatively free from turnovers, interceptions, none. Hughesville had a penalty. They had 1 holding penalty for 10 yards, and other than that, that's pretty much it. So it's been, I guess if you look at the stats, Carl, it's been all Lewisburg, except when they pull out the gun and shoot themselves in the foot. They had a 40-yard pass play negated by a 5-yard procedure penalty.
And that's why they've been able to score only 7 points. The captains prepared to meet in the center of the field for the second half. Number 30, Kyle Robbins. Number 35, Jason Dahl. Number 55, Michael Walters. Number 62, Kyle Hoff for the Hughesville Spartans.
And they've done a good job, Hughesville has, on defenses. Lewisburg has just tried to spread that defense. Linebackers are staying home, and they're not gaining a whole lot of big yards, but when the big plays come, they are big. But for the most part, they've been relatively short gains. When Lewisburg was out of the eye, they had really run the ball down there, really put a lot of yardage on out of the eye. So, I think for me, the jury's still out on the spread offense and no backfield because to me, I like the eye. I like the power eye going right at somebody up the gut and get the pitch or get the option going. So I like to have at least one back in the backfield to protect your quarterback or as a lead blocker.
I think we're probably going to see a lot more power eye in the second half because that's when Lewisburg has moved the ball so well. The captains for Lewisburg, number 11, Brandon Cram, number 6, Adam Navarro, number 3, Eric Wetzel, and number 60 is Randy Null, I believe, number 60. Hughesville will receive to start the second half. And I'll tell you, Bob, if it goes as well as the first half as far as just running the ball, no drop passes, no times for any kind of problems on either side, we're going to be out of here in no time. This game is moving so fast.
All right, your CCN scoring summary. Lewisburg had a 3-yard pass to David Ross at 6:05 left in the first, and the extra point was good, made it 7-0 Lewisburg. And then Hughesville had a 5-yard run by number 41, Ryan Miller, at 2:48 in the first, and they kicked the extra point, and it was 7-7. Brandon Smith, who is the kicker for Lewisburg, just missed that long 45-yard field goal, or we would be at 10-7.
He will, Brandon Smith that is, will kick off to begin the second half. Deep for the Hughesville Spartans is number 5, Donnie Whitford, and number 32, Aaron Wright.
I tell you, it's just a sign of the times now that soccer players have been drafted, so to speak, to kick the football. Austin Kerstetter from Milton, and who did you say from Danville?
Adam Brua.
And now here's Smith. Puts that one back all the way to the 4.
And bringing it out, number 32, Aaron Wright.
He's still
on his feet, and he
has to be tackled by Smith.
He's tackled by the kicker, Brandon Smith. Otherwise, he was off to the races. A very nice return by number 32, Aaron Wright, and he gives Hughesville tremendous field position at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, the Hughesville Spartans.
Smith has got to be saying, come on, guys.
How about throwing a block for me?
Get this guy down so I don't have to take him head on. But, you know, whether you're a soccer player or not, when you got that football uniform on, you better be prepared to make a tackle.
Absolutely. Split backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left side of the formation.
Oh.
And Miller takes the handoff, but he is tackled immediately by number 21, Kirk Fletcher.
A few years ago, 3-4 years ago, maybe even 4 or 5 years ago, Milton had a soccer player by the name of Jason Hawes, and he was the kind of guy that would look for the hit. Jason was a big boy, and he was not afraid to make the hit and lay the hit, and even towards the end of the season, he played some wide receiver. So there's a soccer player who wants to hit. Inside handoff there, and that goes nowhere.
Nowhere.
Carl.
Oh, there's a fumble on the play.
I think
Not
he made
down.
it down, yep. There, Kevin McNamara says he was down.
Number 32 on that carry is Aaron Wright.
An inauspicious beginning for the Spartans here as they'll find themselves 3rd and 15 or 16 yards. They've got to go all the way to the 48-yard line for first down.
After that tremendous kickoff return, Aaron Wright made the big return, and he has seen the yardage that he gained negated. 3rd down, 16. Motion toward the right side of the offensive formation. Oh my.
That was ugly, man. That was ugly.
Good defensive play by number 6, Adam Navarro.
I think on a play like that, if you're the quarterback, you got to be saying, I got to throw this over his head. You know, yeah, you want to make the pass completion, but when you're going the wrong way, at that time you really have to step up and say, I'm just going to loft this over his head.
Just so he doesn't get hurt. Number 2, David Ross, deep to accept the punt. Jason Dahl, number 35, will punt the ball away. No, I'm sorry, it's number 32, Aaron Wright.
They sent Blanchard all the way back to his own 25.
Well, he took the ball going the other direction. Interesting reception of that punt. And Blanchard brings it back to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Lewisburg. We'll see what they can do in their first offensive series of this half.
As you can see there in the upper part of the picture, there's not a whole lot of people here at the stadium tonight.
It's a shame, too, because these teams have been exciting. They really have. It's been fun to watch.
It has been a great game. Hughesville starts out their second half just like they ended their first half, not much doing.
David Ross on the carry. Picks up a few out of the I formation. It's 2nd down now and 7.
We usually don't keep too many stats here in the second half, but I'll try to keep some of them. But I'm going to be interested to see how many more first downs that Hughesville's able to get.
Didn't have any on that series.
They haven't had any since the first quarter. Can you believe that?
Now we see the receiver split. One remaining back. He's in the block. And the pass is away. It's incomplete.
It almost looked like Huffman just heaved that.
Intended for number 23, Jose Blanchard. The pass incomplete. On the defensive side of the football was Matt McClintock, number 10 for Hughesville.
Blanchard just laid out for that. He didn't have a shot at it, though. It was well thrown over his head.
Blanchard going right back in there after that attempted reception. It's 3rd down and 7. The ball on the 34-yard line, the Lewisburg 34-yard line. No backs left in the backfield except number 8, Dustin Hoffman, and the pass is away, and it is, oh boy.
Good defensive play right there.
Excellent defensive play by number 10, Matt McClintock. Number 6, Adam Navarro, the intended receiver. The ball falls out of his hands due to the hit by Matt McClintock, and it is now 4th down for Lewisburg.
Navarro had to throw the anchor out and try to slow himself down there because the pass from Huffman was just, I believe, a little bit underthrown, and it allowed the defender to close and make the break up the play.
John Shaner, number 20, and Travis Ruane, number 27, deep for Hughesville. And Lewisburg's Brandon Cram on another nice punt.
Oh, you got to catch that.
Yeah.
You got to catch that.
Because it is going to roll dead at the 5-yard line.
Oh, my number 20, Shaner, was just walking off to the sideline, and he got blindsided by Roskovinsky. He just cracked him. Shaner has got to come up with that catch.
His coaches are reading the riot act over there, too. The one thing that happens on a play like that is that next time out there, number 20 is going to be headhunting for the guy that knocked him to his back.
Yeah, Shaner never seen it coming.
No, he didn't.
Roskovinsky stopped him.
Split backs in the backfield for Hughesville, and they're in deep trouble in their own territory.
Oh, my, what a break.
Forget it. They're out of trouble right away on the first carry by number 32, Aaron Wright. Aaron Wright trying to supply some offensive spark to the Hughesville attack. He's the one who brought that kickoff reception all the way back. He now gets Hughesville out of the shadow of their own end zone, their own goalposts, with a big run. 1st and 10, Hughesville from their own 20-yard line.
First downs for Hughesville since the beginning of the game.
Oh, boy. Ryan Miller, number 41. Another big gain. Jose Blanchard clipped his legs out from under it, but not before another 1st down for Hughesville. Did you write that one down, Bob?
No. The first down?
Yes.
I am now. That was a poor job of tackling because somebody had Miller's shirt right. He would have had him for a loss. 2 big plays have sparked these Spartans.
Hughesville now at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 1 remaining back, and that's Delaware wing T look.
That is.
The
First
fullback.
You 3 first downs in a row, Carl.
Number 32 on the carry once again, Aaron Wright.
They have moved the ball 40 yards in 3 plays.
Coaches are saying, where's that been all along?
All of a sudden, they've gained 40 yards in 3 plays.
Delaware wing T look. You see the 2 flankers and the fullback in the middle behind the quarterback. The fullback with the ball.
He's going to go the other way.
Oh, boy. Lowers his head. Takes on the brunt of the tacklers. Unfortunately, he was going east and west instead of north and south and picked up only a yard.
Chris North there on that tackle, too, was able to lay the hit on him.
Aaron Wright, number 32, the ball carrier.
I don't know if we saw the wing T in the first half.
We didn't. We didn't see it at all. Number 19, Matt Schmidt, the quarterback for the Hughesville Spartans, comes up behind center. There's the motion, so typical of the Delaware wing T, and the inside handoff to Miller. Miller close to another Hughesville first down.
You got to be saying to yourself, where are the linebackers now for the Green Dragons as those tackles are being made by the corners?
It's 3rd down now and 1. Hughesville and Lewisburg territory over the 50 at the 46-yard line.
There was a number 60 in on that tackle, and I'd love to tell you who that was.
Well, we don't have his number. Sorry to say. Out of the Delaware wing T. Typical formation of the Delaware wing T.
Same play,
Ryan
Carl.
Miller on a big gainer. Saving tackle by number 14, Phil Donegan. 1st and 10, Hughesville.
And right there we go. Todd Tilford on the side. They're calling timeout now. Lewisburg has got to talk to the men upstairs and say, all right, now wait a minute. What's going on here? And why all of a sudden now have they driven from their own 5 down to Lewisburg's 20, 21-yard line?
It's big chunks.
Huge chunks. They've done, I wish I would have kept track of the plays, but I bet it's got to be less than 6 plays. Maybe 5 plays they've been able to get 60, 70 yards.
Now they're tearing off 8, 9 yards a chunk.
I've got them down. They had 2 first downs in the first half, and now you add that on, they've got 7 first downs. 5 first downs in a row here on this drive. And Lewisburg's got to figure it out. What do they have to do to stop the wing T? Maybe that's something that they didn't see in practice or in any of the game film or the scouts that have seen Hughesville play before. But in the pregame, Carl, we talked about Hughesville had lost to Towanda by 8 points, and they lost to Central Columbia by 8 points. They beat Southside and they beat Loyalsock. So that's how they end up at 2-2.
Well, remember, this particular drive started with the Brandon Cram punt that rolled dead at the 5-yard line, and now Hughesville is making a real game of it, and they're threatening to run this ball in. Nice tackle there by David Ross.
Whitford kind of lost his footing there as he saw that he had to try to cut back towards the middle, and the footing just went out. It is cool here tonight, and I'm sure that the dew is falling there on the field, making it slick. Plus, Bucknell played on it earlier this afternoon.
Donnie Whitford, number 5 on that last carry, tackled by David Ross, number 2. There's a loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down, 12. 1 remaining back in the backfield, as this is a Delaware wing T look. And that remaining back has the football. It bounces off tacklers. Bounces off tacklers, and he is down to the 10.
There your safety. Blanchard makes the tackle there, but that was almost a touchdown. Give another first down on that one. And I'll tell you, the Hughesville coaches have got to be saying, oh, we're geniuses.
1st and goal from the 6. The ball carrier, number 32, Aaron Wright, he looked like a ping pong ball, just bounced off tackler after tackler until finally he was brought down.
That's why you have halftimes, Carl, so you can make the adjustments.
Absolutely right. Number 41 on that carry for Hughesville, Ryan Miller.
Just another inside handoff up the middle.
Well, that's very typical of the Delaware wing tee also. The inside handoff is very big in that particular formation.
You get a guy a little bit of a head start, too, you know, when he's coming off from one of those flanker positions. And there's going to be another timeout here by the officials. Is there an equipment deal?
Probably an equipment problem. Yeah, there's a player back there with his helmet off. I believe it's number 6, Navarro. Getting his headgear all fixed up here.
I know when I played 100 years ago, they had this new thing out. It was called the Marietta concussion helmet.
Yeah.
It was the same one used by Roger Staubach when he got all those concussions. I'm thinking, how is this helpful?
It's second down and goal. Inside the 5-yard line. Hughesville knocking on the door. And Schmidt is back to pass. 2 receivers open, and the touchdown is recorded.
Hey, the only people that were in the same zip code as those 2 receivers were each other. There was nobody there for Lewisburg.
Number 87, Chris Dutchman. Chris Dutchman, number 87, the receiver on that touchdown pass. And kicking the extra point will be number 14, Nathan Farnestock. Botch snap. And
fire, fire, fire.
Number 21, Kurt Fletcher, grabs a hold of the set man for the snap, Rory McCoy, and just simply dragged him out of bounds.
That's why you got to, when you hear that fire, 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 or if they say something else now, you know, you got to be peeling out into the end zone and looking for a pass.
So after the touchdown, the missed extra point, our score is 13-7. The Hughesville Spartans will be back with the Hughesville kickoff after this.
In a time of unimaginable horror,
I'm a dead man.
one man's imagination.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have to go on.
Was their only hope.
Open the door! I'm a liar. All right.
Robin Williams, Jacob the Liar.
Nathan Farenbach, number 44, to kick off for Hughesville.
Bam.
It's a nice kick that drives David Ross back to the 10. Ross to bring it out. And Ross brought down by number 5, Donnie Whitford.
He's been all over this field on both ends of the spectrum, too, offense and defense.
Well, there's no question after you score, you get a little bit better spring in your step. And that's the way Hughesville is right now. They're a little bit quicker to the ball, a little bit more enthusiasm for what they're doing because they know now that they're in a position to take this game home.
Hughesville looked awful in that second quarter. They were just horrible.
They couldn't do anything offensively. Absolutely right. Brandon Cram on the carry. And Cram met at the point of attack by number 87, Chris Duckman. And now, all of a sudden, Dutchman is somebody that we notice because he caught the touchdown pass. Got the touchdown pass, now he has a little more enthusiasm for defense.
Yeah.
Gain of 6 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 4. Power I formation for Lewisburg.
Up the middle.
Up the middle with the quarterback sneak. Number 8 on the carry, Dustin Hoffman for the first down. 1st and 10 Lewisburg. Now up to their own 45-yard line.
The linebackers got to stay home on that one with 3 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Well, the linebackers are looking for all kinds of stuff coming from the outside, and they just kind of forget about the quarterback. Power I formation. Tight end on the right side. David Ross on the carry.
Nothing doing there.
Nothing at all.
Good pursuit by Hughesville.
Particularly by number 62, Kyle Hoff, in on that tackle. Loss of 1 at 2nd down, 11.
Many, many moons ago, Lewisburg used to have kind of like orangish yellow pants. With
I remember that.
That was a nice looking uniform.
They were gold, weren't they?
Gold, yeah, gold. I'm colorblind. Did you hear me at the beginning?
Yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Hoffman on a naked bootleg. Or it's not so naked.
Hoffman knocked out of bounds near midfield. Nice gain on the play.
He was trying to direct Josh Saddis in there.
Lewisburg over the midfield stripe at the Hughesville 49-yard line. It's 3rd down now and 4. Hey, you know, I was thinking of Ira Kieferman, how tough a job it is to come in after the legend has left. Jim Wetzel had outstanding results here at Lewisburg. He was a coach for a long time, and for Ira Kieferman to come in to try to replace him is very, very difficult, and he's done a great job. Kids are playing for him.
Oh.
Doing a nice job.
Hoffman gets the first down on that one.
And there's the first down, 1st and 10, Lewisburg. Tackle by number 41, Ryan Miller.
He had a good opportunity to get sacked in the backfield, but he did not. But, you know, not only do you have to replace a coaching as a person as a legend like Jim Wetzel, but you also have to replace Ryan Wetzel, too.
Right. Who Kieferman referred to as rare as the 100-year flood.
I think you'd have to put him up. I would probably rank him up with Matt Wilson's status, you know, as one of the better all-around athletes that a school has. Inside handoff to Cram, and he's not going anywhere.
Up back, the fullback taking the handoff.
You know, because once in a while you get those athletes that are really outstanding. And I think Ryan Wetzel, he played offense, played defense, a heck of a baseball player.
Good wrestler.
Good wrestler. You know, same way with Matt Wilson from Milton, just an all-around great athlete. And I think those guys really are rare in high school programs.
You don't replace him. You just try to find somebody else to fit in that slot.
Oh.
Number 8 on the carry is Dustin Hoffman. Picks up a few down to the 40. It's 3rd down now and 6.
Running getting a little bit more tougher down on that end of the field.
Well, Hughesville realizes the importance of that missed extra point. They're leading at 13-7 with a touchdown. Lewisburg ties them with the extra point. Lewisburg is ahead by 1, and that's something that they're very aware of right now. Chinese fire drill again with all these wide receivers. It's real tough for Hughesville to match up when all of a sudden Lewisburg comes out and spreads out like they do.
Now Ross doesn't get the first down here, Carl, but now you're looking at 4-down territory. What do you run here? If I like probably the Huffman off the one side of the center. Do they call a timeout?
That's the end of the third quarter.
Okay.
That is the end of the third quarter. The score, Hughesville 13, Lewisburg 7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
11 Israeli Olympians held hostage by Palestinian extremists. For the first time, the world was witness to terrorism. One day in September, winner of this year's Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature.
Once again, Milton Transportation strives in their continuing education by using the Pennsylvania Motor Truck Association Safety Laboratory, visiting area high schools, demonstrating the No Zone, and hosting the Pennsylvania North Central Safe Driving Competition. Just as education is a stepping stone in our lives, so is taking those first steps towards safety. To bring the Pennsylvania Transportation Safety Laboratory to your school or organization, please call 742-8774. Milton Transportation, sharing our knowledge with our youth, tomorrow's leaders.
For a great selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks, get to Hawkins Chevrolet Oldsmobile.
Drive in confidence behind the wheel of this automatic four-door 98 Chevy Cavalier with just 30,000 miles. Drive in style in a 98 Chevy Blazer. It even comes with an electronic compass to make sure you're heading in the right direction. Drive in comfort in this 2000 Buick LeSabre, fully loaded with power seats, air conditioning, plus a CD player. No matter how you drive, you'll find the right vehicle for you.
All at Hawkins Chevrolet Oldsmobile in Danville.
Petra All-American Iron Skillet wants you to join them for their Friday night seafood buffet with peel and eat shrimp, crab legs, and more, including our plentiful soup and salad bar, a hot food bar with real mashed potatoes and homemade baked goods. Try our carving station, which comes with each buffet, and remember, Saturday night is our prime rib buffet. All children's buffets are just $2.39. So bring the whole family to the Iron Skillet restaurant. We feature buffets every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Turbottville National Bank, your full-featured source for financial services. We provide complete loan services when you need additional finances. A wide variety of savings plans to meet all your financial goals. The benefits of the Winter 50 checking account. The power of PC and telebanking. Now you can manage your money from home with your personal computer or telephone. Plus the convenience of a drive-up ATM and night deposit box. Visit our website at ttnb.com. Your hometown bank for over 88 years. Turbottville National Bank, member FDIC.
We're back for the fourth quarter, and here's the situation. Lewisburg trails Hughesville by 6, 13-7. Lewisburg has the football in Hughesville territory at the 37-yard line, but it's fourth down.
Big play.
Huge fourth down play for Lewisburg.
Big play here. Hughesville's thinking, man, we can hold this, we can get it back.
Yeah, I think Lewisburg doesn't have enough guys.
Oh, no, now they got to call. Now Cram calls the timeout.
Oh, my.
That could be costly, too, down the stretch when you need the timeout. As Todd Tilford takes his hat off and strolls out there. You see him just coming into your picture, putting his cap back on there saying, oh, man, didn't we just have a break of a quarter?
Didn't we just talk that over with everybody? Todd Tilford, of course, the very successful boys basketball coach here at Lewisburg. He also coaches varsity football, as you can see. Now he's explaining again, this is what we're going to do. Let me show you on my clipboard here.
I tell you what, now, if you don't make it, then you just burn the timeout for nothing.
It's fourth down. What would you call that? Fourth down and 3, fourth down and 4?
Yeah, fourth down and a long 3.
Or a short 4.
Or a short 4.
Very important to keep this drive going. Lewisburg has done well on this particular drive there at the end of the third quarter, and hopefully for Lewisburg it will continue right here. The power I formation is being employed. David Ross at the tailback slot. Dustin Hoffman back to pass.
Oh, boy, does he get crunched.
And it is incomplete.
Oh, man, does Huffman get the air taken out of him there.
Eric Wetzel, the intended receiver, number 3.
Oh, he's going to get up, and he's saying, ouch, ooh, as number 32, Aaron Wright just laid the smack right down on him. That was ugly, and not only does that play not go for a first down, but you possibly lose your quarterback on it.
Aaron Wright feeling a little bit sick after that tackle, too.
Well, that was one of those things where Huffman was in a position, he was very vulnerable, as he was just getting ready to throw it, and Wright just wrapped him up and took him down. Big stop for Hughesville, and that may be the key play of the game, Carl.
Well, we'll see if it unfolds that way. Here is Hughesville, and there's motion all over the place. I see a penalty flag now going down. If you noticed, the tackle on this side juked. He just lifted up just a bit. He juked.
He juked.
Illegal procedure against Hughesville. That is a 5-yard penalty. It's first down and 15 now for the Spartans.
Only the second penalty.
Good ball foul. False start on the offense. First down.
Second penalty for Hughesville.
If you were Hughesville, you would continue with the Delaware wing T formation, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
It's been very successful for them. That last series, they tore out 8, 9, 10 yards a pop, and they are continuing the very same tactic right here.
And he gets 10 yards on that carry, or probably 8 yards on it at least.
The ball carrier, number 32, Wright. It's second down now and 7. Second and 7 for Hughesville, first down. There's a long quarter to go here. I'm noticing that Dustin Hoffman is up walking around a little bit gingerly, but I think if he would have to go in right now, he would do it.
Blitz coming, and they go right on by.
Oh, boy.
Right on by.
Aaron Wright. Knocked out of bounds, and there's a penalty flag on the play.
That's away from the play.
Number 32, Aaron Wright, just took off for a big gain. However, there is a penalty flag on the play.
What?
Blocking the back against Hughesville.
And now that'll be assessed from the spot of the foul.
From the spot.
And like we said, that was away from the play, and it doesn't really hurt them that bad. They should still get the first down, right? 10 yards?
Yeah, they'll have the first.
I mean, it's probably a 20-yard penalty.
Block in the back, above the waist, on the offense, 10-yard penalty. First down.
So that's almost like a 20-yard penalty right there.
That was a nice run. That was the best run Hughesville's had tonight. First and 10 for Hughesville in Lewisburg territory at the 47-yard line. Watch out for the Hughesville Spartans as they continue to employ their Delaware wing T. And there's the motion. Number 5 on that carry is Donnie Whitford. He's brought down by Brandon Cram, number 11. Gain of 3, it's second down 7.
I guess if you wanted to say anything about Hughesville's offense, Carl, it would be the big play offense. Because they haven't been able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. They're getting 10, 8, 15, 25 yards at a time, the big plays.
The fullback again.
Look at that, almost for another first down, depending on where they spot. But they bring number 41, they bring Miller in motion, and then they give it to the single setback.
John Shaner, number 20, is the fullback now. The big ball carrier in that last play, Aaron Wright, has gone out to get a breather. He's been in practically the whole game, and Shaner came in to give him some rest while he catches his breath. A little shift in the formation now as Schmidt sets them up. And the ball carrier, number 41, Ryan Miller.
You really got to give a lot of credit there to that Hughesville offensive line, as they are making some holes there against Lewisburg's defensive line, and they're able to garner another first down.
Adam Navarro, number 6, on the tackle. The ball now on the Lewisburg 35. If the philosophy of your defense is bend but don't break, Lewisburg is bending a great deal right now. They need to toughen it up right here and to stop some of this forward progress by the Hughesville Spartans. Schmidt hands off to his fullback, number 20, Shaner.
Navarro in there on that tackle. Your linebackers, and your cornerbacks are making some tackles. I don't think there's been very many tackles made by the defensive line, Carl.
Well, the ones that are breakaway runs, that obviously there aren't any tackles being made by the linemen. They're all being made by the backers and the defensive backs.
They'll bring up a 2nd and 6. And I'm taking a look at Hughesville's line. They're not that big.
But they're quick. They're awfully quick. That's been a Hughesville tradition for a long time.
Blitz coming.
The fullback with the carry. Number 32 on that carry is Aaron Wright. And the tackle made by number 56, Brian Durr.
I heard something today on the radio. They were talking about, it seems like some of the colleges are going away from big, huge defensive linemen to smaller linemen that are quicker.
But smaller. You're talking smaller. You're talking 270 instead of 350.
Right.
Because they're still awfully big. I was watching a game today, too. They talked about Karpikis, the defensive end for Penn State. He's only 270. Pretty small for a defensive lineman. That's what they said.
And they got that Kennedy kid that's like 3 1/4.
Yeah. Handoff inside.
He cuts it to the outside.
To number 41, Ryan Miller. He keeps his legs moving and is finally brought down by number 2, David Ross.
Somebody on that Lewisburg defensive line has got to start making a tackle there.
1st and 10, Hughesville.
There you take a good look at number 41, Miller. He is all dirty there, and but he's really grinding them out.
He's played a good game tonight.
He really has.
One remaining setback, the fullback there in the Delaware wing tee. And he has the football. He goes nowhere. Number 32 in that carry, Aaron Wright, driven backward.
That just wasn't happening there.
Brought down by Robert Geiger and 30 long.
It's 2nd down now and 11 for Hughesville. This right now is an important time in the game for Lewisburg. They have got to stop this forward progress by Hughesville so they can preserve, so they can give themselves a chance to come back and score their own touchdown.
Oh, right there it was.
Inside handoff to number 5. That would be Donnie Whitford. And that could be one of the big nails in the coffin right there.
That play is working. I tell you what, they bring Miller in motion, and it's just that inside handoff as Whitford able to just cut it back towards the right side of the field as they'll bring the chains in here, see if they can move the sticks for a 1st down on there, but that play's working. I don't know why they didn't do the wing tee, and it is a 1st down. I don't know why they didn't do the wing tee earlier, but they come out here in the 2nd half and do the wing tee, and all of a sudden, bam, this baby's working.
Maybe that's why. The element of surprise.
Yeah, but do you want to wait till the 2nd half till you surprise them?
When do you win the game? 1st half or 2nd half?
All right.
1st and 10 from the 11. Hughesville on a drive. And, oh my.
Miller gained that yard getting tackled in the back.
Ryan Miller, number 41, the ball carrier, picks up about 3 yards. It's 2nd down, 7. Miller getting up a little gingerly. That didn't feel too good to get nailed in the back like that. And you see him there. He's
ouch.
Got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Look at number 35, Jason Dahl. He looks like a football player.
Yeah.
He is, look at the size of him. He is just a big boy. I mean, everything got the little collar going around the back. I need a telestrator here, Carl.
Yeah, you do. That would be fun to have that. Hughesville again, setting up their wing tee look.
It's a bootleg.
Schmidt passes.
Oh, no.
Boy.
I don't know. Somebody's got it. Interception?
Sorry, excuse me.
It's a touchback.
Interception.
It's a touchback, Carl.
Yep. And that is what has stopped the momentum. Lewisburg has new life. David Ross, number 2, with the interception for the touchback. However, Lewisburg now has 80 yards to pay dirt, and they've got to get moving because time is becoming a factor. 5 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Ill-advised pass there by Schmidt as he threw into quadruple coverage.
Yeah, there are a lot of green jerseys down there. He was looking for a particular target, but the green jerseys were all around it.
And I think if you're Hughesville, you try to nail Huffman as much as possible.
Cram on the carry, and he gets nothing. Number 65 on that tackle for Hughesville is Tom Glica.
6'2", 219.
Gain of 1 at 2nd down 9. And you know, as soon as that play began developing, the Hughesville kids were pointing. Apparently they're looking for a tip-off. They're looking for something that says, number 11 has the ball. And they're tackling him right away. He has no chance. Wide receiver set for Lewisburg. Motion to the right side of the formation. And the pass is away to, oh boy. Beautiful tackle
How do you
there
make that tackle by
number 41,
Miller?
Ryan Miller.
Miller tackled him by, now that's the proverbial shoestring tackle.
Yep.
I think he just threw a hand up.
He did. He reached out his arm, just reached out his hand and clipped the ankles of number 2, David Ross. But you know, you look at David Ross, and he's quick, he's fast, he's tough, but he's not very big.
5'8", 165 pounds.
Oh, he doesn't go 165 pounds? I don't think he's ever seen 165 pounds. Do you?
Probably not.
More like 150. Maybe.
Oh!
Oh, on the other end. Both of us are seeing things. Brandon Cram, very close to making a beautiful catch. He got his hand up on the ball, but it was just too tall for him.
Huffman wanting to get rid of that tater. I'll tell you what, man, he was mashed.
4th down now for Lewisburg, and it's time for a decision.
Punt, punt. You got to punt.
I would think so, but it doesn't look like it.
No, you got to punt here.
Nope, not going to punt.
Oh, you're on your own 25-yard line. You got to punt.
Yeah, it's a Chinese fire drill again.
Now somebody's going to take a penalty.
Dustin Hoffman behind center. Back to pass. The pass is away, and it's a hook and ladder. David Ross, he's got the first down.
Oh, my. Makes me look like an idiot.
Which is better, to be quiet and think and let everybody think you're crazy and an idiot, or to open your mouth and to remove all doubt?
I opened it and remember. You still got to punt there. I think on your own 25-yard line, you got to punt.
Percentages tell you that's what you must do in that situation, but the hook and lateral worked, and now Lewisburg has another 4 downs to work with. The pass is away.
That's going to be intercepted.
Oh! Oh!
Almost.
Oh my. Number 3 is the intended receiver, Eric Wetzel. The play broken up by the Hughesville Spartan, number 30.
Kyle
Robbins. Kyle Robbins.
Man, he went way up there to get that one.
And Wetzel very nearly caught the pass anyway.
I'll tell you, that one was a floater.
Well, Robbins took a chance. Just imagine now, just for a second, that Eric Wetzel had been able to catch that ball. He was gone.
I think Huffman may be a little gun-shy right now and want to get rid of that.
His ankle hurts, and you know, it does take some of the snap out of your throwing when that happens to you. That pass to Cram.
Cram is, he must be feeling the effects of that injury because he's not delivering the hit.
Well, he is tackled there by Ryan Miller, number 41.
Good gain there.
It's 3rd down now, 3rd down and 3.
I think Hughesville's got to feel like they're in the driver's seat, obviously because they got points on the board, but Lewisburg's running a lot of time off the clock. 3:04 left here in the game.
Well, if Lewisburg scores, they're not going to leave any time for Hughesville, that's for sure. Wide receiver set, and Huffman on the carry.
He don't have it.
He's going nowhere.
He's not, and it brings up another 4th down. Now here, you go for it.
Yeah. Tom Glica, the tackler. Yeah, at this point in the field and this point in the game.
Are they going to measure it?
It would appear.
That was a pretty fortuitous spot there. I think he's still short.
They gave him the benefit of the doubt, didn't they, Bob?
They sure did. I didn't know the doubt was that big.
We have 2 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the ball game. Hughesville leads it by 6, 13-7 over the Lewisburg Green Dragons.
Oh, first down.
1st and 10. Another 4 downs for Lewisburg. And they're celebrating, but they have a long way to go yet. This Hughesville team is not giving up. They're not just going to allow Lewisburg to run down the field and score. There's still a lot of work to do.
I think Lewisburg has 2 timeouts. I believe Hughesville still has all 3 of theirs.
The ball on the 44-yard line of Lewisburg. 56 yards for the tying touchdown. Oh!
Is that intercepted?
Intercepted. That's it. That's it. Number 55 on the interception is Michael Walters.
Linebacker.
And that really has taken the wind out of the sails of the Lewisburg Green Dragons.
Wow. That was kind of a sliding catch in there.
Yeah. That was a good defensive play. He did an outstanding job. The ball was thrown just about in a position where nobody could catch it, and he caught it. 1st and 10 for Hughesville. And I think they'll probably just do everything they can to run out the clock. They're not going to throw the ball. They're going to run it. Number 41 on that carry is Ryan Miller. And if we were giving an award to Hughesville for player of the game, he would get my vote. Speaking of player of the game, Bob, let's start thinking about that. The 2nd down and 8 for Hughesville.
1:46.
Time continues to run off the clock. I doubt very much if Lewisburg will get the chance to even see the football again offensively. Delaware wing T is a kind of offense where you can just knock off 3 and 4 yards a clip, as you see right there with Miller. And you're using a lot of time, and there Lewisburg is burning one of their timeouts.
That is their second timeout. Yeah, that's their second timeout. I think what the wing T for Hughesville is doing, Carl, is it allows whoever the flanker is that's going to get the ball just a split second to look which side of the hole he's going to go on, whether he's going to go on the left side or if he's going to try to cut it back to the right side. And I think Miller has done a great job of cutting it back and really seeing the hole.
Well, it's a very effective offense. Jim Roth at Southern Columbia uses it. It's used down at Susquehanna University at the collegiate level. So you know that it's got to be a very good kind of offense, and it's good for ball control. Hughesville has done extremely well with it. And you know, you go back to that scoring drive that they had where they took the ball on the 5-yard line after a tremendous punt by Brandon Cram, and they drove it right down the throat of Lewisburg until they scored.
And it was virtually the same play, one right after another. And Lewisburg could not stop that one.
3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 for the Hughesville Spartans. A couple more plays, and this game is going to be history.
$1:23 left in this contest.
Hughesville switching. And, oh my.
Miller.
Ryan Miller.
He wants to stay in bounds. He's not even thinking sideline now.
Ryan Miller, number 41 for the Hughesville Spartans, is a player that teams are going to have to just do something about him when they play Hughesville.
Official stops the clock here at 1:10. They want to get a measurement here. If this is a first down, Carl, I think pretty much you can turn out the lights.
If I'm Hughesville, I'm taking a knee from here on.
Darn right.
It's very, very close. If it's not a first down, they're going to go for it.
Is that Cookie Klein out there? One of the guys holding the stick?
I have no idea.
I think that's, if you can widen your shot there a little bit, right there. The guy all the way to the left. I believe that's who that is.
Who's Cookie Klein?
I think he's Steve Klein's brother.
Oh.
And I played football with Cookie here back in the 70s.
And Steve Klein, of course, is the great reliever for
the Expos.
Yeah, Montreal Expos, doing an outstanding job, and he's from right here at Winfield. Central PA product.
I think that is. at least now it is. I hope it is. He was a great center back in the mid 70s for these Green Dragons.
4th down and 1. And Hughesville will take every possible. In fact, if they want to really use the time, they'll take a penalty. That's what they're doing.
Well, I tell you, Schmidt's not even thinking about it yet.
They're going to take the 5-yard penalty for delay of game.
And then
it'll stop the clock, but so what? How much
they
time?
call the timeout.
Oh, now there's a smart move. They're still going to go for the 1st down and burn up the rest of it. How much time we have left on the clock?
48 ticks.
Let's talk about player of the game. Now you think about the very beginning of this game and who comes to your mind as just tearing things up. And then you think of the entire night, whose name were we calling on defense for making those tackles way deep in the defensive backfield?
Right.
And who have we talked about as having a lot of heart for the size of him?
Right.
Even his number is small. Number
That's
2,
right.
player of the game, David Ross. Congratulations. We'll make sure that you get one of those real nice CCN caps.
The highly coveted CCN
yes,
caps.
Highly coveted. Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm watching the cheerleaders down here, and I just about saw a girl get dumped on her back right on the Bucknell track.
That was not too great of a basket catch.
No, not at all. 4th down and 1. If Hughesville's able to knock it across here for a 1st down, the game is over. If not, Lewisburg still is in a very bad state.
Oops.
Penalty flag, and that's it.
Oops.
That's it. You know, that really is a microcosm of the way this game has gone for Lewisburg, though.
Yeah, if this is an offsides, chalk that up. I stopped counting. Yep. Forgives them the 1st down. They don't even have to run a second off the clock.
And now Hughesville can take a knee.
Offsides.
They can take 2 knees and be done with it.
Yep. I think that's probably what they'll do. But it's been penalties. Penalties have really hurt the Green Dragons tonight. It's been a good game for them, though. This is something they'll be able to build on. Next week, it's Lewisburg and Warrior Run, and we're going to do that game here on CCN. So you'll be able to watch that if you can't make it to the game. But if you want to really get the atmosphere of high school football, you have to be here. It's terrific. It's a great sport. It's a lot of fun to watch. You see these boys out here doing a heck of a job, learning things week after week, and understanding what it is to win, understanding when they do lose how important the wins are and how much better it feels to win.
Winning touchdown comes at 3:49 in the 3rd, and 7-yard touchdown pass, and the extra point was no good, and that sealed it for the Hughesville Spartans. This win with 7 seconds to go, and this contest is over. Write it down. It's in the book.
Hughesville is 3-2. Lewisburg is 1-4. And that game next week should be a dandy because the Warrior Run Defenders are 1-4 also. Those 2 teams will definitely want to beat each other, so it should be an outstanding game, a lot of fun to see. Bob, any last comments?
Well, I think that Hughesville did a really good job. They made the adjustment in the half that really won this game for them. They came out with a whole nother offense, and it worked, and Lewisburg just couldn't stop it. And really, that adjustment at halftime for Hughesville is what did it for them. On the other side of it, the penalty after penalty after penalty on big plays for Lewisburg is really what sunk their boat.
The penalties are the story of the game, I think. That plus the tremendous drive, the 95-yard drive that Hughesville had, give them credit for that. They won the game with that drive. They deserved it, no question about it. Congratulations to David Ross, our player of the game. We'd like to thank Jim Roy and Mike Iyer, our cameramen, and Nathan Baylor, our director in the van. And Bob Hickox, I'd like to thank you. For the entire crew, this is Carl Bauer saying see you next time on CCN. So long, everybody.